Hey there, TikTokers. So this is going to be a few different TikToks because I wanted to bring light to learning disabilities and how the system is failing kids when it comes to learning disability. And the reason why I say they're failing our kids, because if you are one of those parents that don't know all the concepts of learning disability, you don't understand that there's several different learning disabilities. So when they do an IEP, if they don't specifically name what your child has and they just say they have a learning disability, what happens is they put them in a big circle, a big bubble, and they teach them accordingly. Right? But what that does is that leaves your child in the position where they may fail, because there's several types of learning disabilities, but there's 7 main learning disabilities. So you want to know what learning disability your child has. So the reason why I'm talking about this, because I have a child that has a learning disability, and in public schools they failed her. So I pulled her out of public school because I found what her learning disability was, and I began to teach her at home, and she began to learn properly. But then she goes to school all day, and I have to reteach her when she gets home, because she learned absolutely nothing in school, because they teach her on a broad horizon, right? So they're not teaching her for dyslexia, they're teaching her in general as a learning disability. That doesn't work. So now that she's in charter school, the first year, the teachers got the concept and they began to teach her, and she began to learn. Well, this year, these teachers don't get the concept. So they're having a hard time grasping how to teach her, and they don't want to listen because they don't really feel as if, this is my opinion, they don't feel as if parents know. But once I told them that I'm a psychology major as well, I have a degree in psychology, and I told them that I once was a teacher, then they began to listen to me, which is crazy. Because as a parent, if you take time out with your child and you help your child, you know how your child learns. So as a teacher and school officials, if a parent comes to you and tell you, this is how my child is learning, this is how my child is retaining, and they have a learning disability, as a school and as teachers, you should try that at school to see if it works. Right? You would think so. That's not the case. But y'all stay tuned for part 2, 3, 4, 5, because this is going to go on over the course of the year, so people can get an understanding of learning disability and know what to say when they go into the schoolhouse.